Good day, everybody. I'm going to be showing you new Armex that I created. It's not the one you've been seeing in the videos, the latest Section 4 videos. It's a new one on the Protoscourse map. We preferred this one. After years of playing Armex, should we say, on Cherno and Techie, we kind of got bored. So we decided to go for this one. It's got a nice long runway. It's really big map, as you can see. It's not as big as Cherno, but it's still a really decent size, and we have lots of fun on it. So this is where we spawn. Now, I've put in these like wall type concrete things here because we like to spawn kill each other a lot. So it just basically gives a bit as cover. And I've put these medical tents here as well, for the simple fact that when you spawn into game, for us lot, we tend to shoot each other in the leg just the once and run off. So that person is buggered off somewhere, and this person can no longer run because they have a broken leg. So instead of respawning or just getting killed, they can just go to a tent and heal up. Right behind the spawn, I have placed all the guns. There is a giant missile here. We have no idea what the hell it's for or what it does. I think it's just for show, but it's cool. This is where we have all the guns. You know, so let's put the crates in. Basically, it's easier than trying to put on tables and stuff. So we just got all different types of weapon. I just put every single crate in. At the end of this video, I will be showing the editor and some tips and tricks, shall we say, on how to put some stuff in, on how I've done it, and some stuff that you might not know about. So let's just go over this way. So you spawn in, like I said, you've got the guns behind you. Now, here is the main part of Armex. Now, the reason I have a lot of ATVs and motorbikes is, like I said, we do a lot of spawn killing. So these really don't last that long at all. But it's also a great way of getting about because this place is absolutely huge. There is a queue inside that hangar for the simple fact it's just entertaining to try and watch people try and take it out of there. It doesn't go well. It really doesn't. So let's go by the left, shall we? Got some tents, got some barracks, nothing special, just for hide and seek factor. We do like to play a lot of hide and seek. One person will be it, should we say. They've got like a rifle or any weapon they want, and they've got to kill everyone else, and everyone else has to find them. It tends to go on for a while. Here I've put static weapons. Now I've put two lots of static weapons in. There's one lot here and there's another lot way over there. It's just basically to take out aircraft. You know, say we're playing that 1v or they're in an aircraft or whatever, or there's two people in an aircraft. I can't drive these things for shit. But there's two people in the aircraft, they can be on static weapons or in a tank, etc., and try and shoot them down. And it makes them harder to be shot at by the plane, because they could be here, they could be in the tanks, or they could be the other static weapons. So over here, I have all the tanks lined up. Let's have a quick go over here. So yeah, all I've done here is put the tanks in, every single tank, all lined up in rows. So you can just basically get whatever one you want and just shoot each other. All we do in Armex is just kill each other. So we just carry this on. This thing here is the Paladin. It's a mod. I will put a description for, I'd say 99% of all the mods that we use in the description, a link to them. I say 99% because we have a lot and I'm trying to remember them all. So I will try my best. But this is one of them. This thing is an absolute beast. This is Sean's favourite tank. It's a pain in the ass when he's in it because all he does is do the smoke bomb and it covers pretty much the entire Armex in smoke for a good 15 minutes. So you cannot see absolutely anything. We carry on. On the left here I've got all the helicopters, some F-18s. I don't know if you watched the Carrier Ops video. If you haven't, please do. There's two parts to it. We go through these a lot, so yeah, there's quite a few. So we've put all the helicopters in, the ones that we use the most, all along here, and in the hangars, there's, again with the same with the Huey, we put a Merlin in there just to try and get it out for the shits and giggles. Sean tried it, it went horrendously wrong. He was somehow managed to get upside down. But in the editor, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I'll show you this in a bit. Oh god, I can't drive these things. Shit, oh, bloody hell. You put down a helipad. Let's take this one here. This is this one. Put down the helipad on the floor. you get the silhouette of the vehicle, you think it's bang on, and really it's not. It's miles away. So it's a lot of placing, going in, checking it. Nope, going in, going back into editor, editing it, come back in, checking it again until you get it right. Why is my fuel going down? Ah, bollocks, I don't even fuel tank. Quickly, right over here we have normal cars or vehicles. In the car drop down menu in the editor, again with the same tanks. I've just placed them all in. Basically just gives you a bit more gives you a bit more options, should we say. Yes, that is the Batmobile, and it is completely indestructible. Carrying on, we have all the planes. I will point out which ones are mods and which ones are standard, but if you are, or if you've been playing, ArmA 2 for a long time, you know which ones are standard. The other static weapons are just over there. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're over there. So we've got the A-10, my favourite aircraft ever. I love it to bits. I play a lot of DCS A-10C, and it's just awesome. More ATVs. Typhoon. Now this mod here, even if you don't like the Typhoon, you have to get this mod. The plane sounds incredible. It is so fast, and it is just amazing. Again, if you've watched my other Section 4 videos, we've done little, should we say, air shows with these, and they just look incredible. Our air shows are horrendously horrendous, and we crash a lot. I've placed these all over the place, these service stations, and now these will refuel, repair, and rearm your vehicles. Well, they tend to. This one refuses to rearm or repair or... Oh, wait, hang on, there we go, repairing and refueling. So I've dotted these all over the place. So say, you're up in the plane, you just killed all your friends, you quickly land, and you rearm and go back up again. The F-35B, standard, lovely aircraft. The Raptor, not flown this one yet. This is Anima's favourite plane. It's good, I suppose. It's a mod. Stealth bomber, mod. Not a big fan of it. It's only got 2 bombs on it, which is a bit silly. Tomcat, self-explanatory. It's a mod. Another F-18 mod. Su-34, standard. Frogfoot, standard. Harrier, standard. Ooh. AC, standard. Now, obviously, more F-18s. This is another form of the F-18. See, this is the F-18F, which is 2-seat, and the F-18E, which is a single seat. Now, I prefer the single seat, but this mod here has some awesome features the other one doesn't. They are by 2 different people, but I love them both, but the single seat I love more. Oh, and we've got these bad boys here. Now, these are, I believe they're called backfires. This thing is absolutely devastating. I mean, look how many bombs this thing carries. And, I mean, look. And that's not all the bombs. They have more in the weapons bay as well, and they just rain hell upon everyone's face. And then you take this one here, for example. It's only 3 missiles, but those missiles are the size of a bloody bus. And by the looks of the back, they use molten lava to launch. They're insane. They will destroy everything they hit, apart from the Batmobile. Oh. Right. Okay, we're good. So then you've got the runway here. Now this is a bloody long runway, and you need it for, which I'm pretty sure you've seen already, the Antonov. That thing is absolutely huge. There's another fuel station there. You don't have to make it look exactly like this. You can put whatever, wherever, really. I've put those illumination towers in. They're dotted all over the place. There's another one over there. There's 2 there, in fact. There's another one there. There's another one over there. They're great for sniping it, basically. This thing's absolutely bloody huge. Now, Sean managed to get this thing. We've tried numerous times to try and land this aircraft carrier. If you've seen the videos before, Sean got very close the other day. He got half of it on. It spagged out, fell off, somehow flipped around. Its nose was on the floor of the water, but its arse was hanging out the water, but blocking the back of the aircraft carrier. And it was really weird and really confusing and funny at the same time. Don't know how he did it, and I don't think he'd be able to ever do it again. As you can see here, you can open the nose of it and drive in and load vehicles on there, etc., etc. Really good fun to do this, and you can refuel if you're close enough. So you could get one of your friends to fly this, and you could be in a jet and try and fly close enough to this thing to refuel. should we say, cheap air-to-air refueling. So that's it, I think. Christ, don't flip. Don't flip. What's going on? Help me. There we go, we're sorted. So that's pretty much Armex. I think I've got everything. So we've got static weapons over there, we've got the tanks here, we've got cars there, helicopters all over there, planes all the way down there, and yeah, guns over there, and that's where you spawn. So I will be right back 2 seconds to show you the Nimitz. So here we are on the Nimitz. I have placed it on the top left of the corner of the map here, just for the simple fact that there's Armex down there, and we tend to, in a way, it's kind of Armex 2, should we say, on the same map. If we spawn on here and play on here, we tend to stay on here a lot. Unless you die, then you get spawned back at Armex. But I like to separate them together, separate them from each other, just for the simple fact that, you know, we tend to do a lot of stuff on here or in Armex. We kind of sometimes do both, but it's just, you know, the way I wanted it. So I've got all the F-18s lined up lovely there, and more on that side. They're the new ones I was telling you about, the F version 2 seats. I will put in description of the video on how to have the wings up. I'll show it in the editor in just a moment, where you put the code, should we say. I won't show you how to install the mods. It's easy. It really is easy. Once you know, just Google it once, and once you've done it once, you've done it a million times. It's very simple. There are some mods that are a pain in the ass, but I just tend to leave those alone, or just figure out how to sort it out. If it's too much effort, you say, I won't bother. Got 2 choppers back here, just in case someone falls in the water. There's my Skype. I wonder how many people just check their Skype. Now you see, there are, I don't know if you noticed or not, but over there, at the end of the thing, there are 2 tow trucks. Now those things, like, for some reason, if I try to attach a plane to them, the plane spags out, explodes, and everybody dies. It's hilarious, but it's annoying. You can call this elevator up here, and take that tow truck down there, basically put a big brown bag on the back of it that will rearm and repair aircraft for you. But as far as I'm aware, only the person hosting the server can do that. We've tried with everyone else and it wasn't working, so we said sod it. Now these fuel pipes here will refuel anyone's aircraft. Now here it comes here, so up it comes. And then we've got a rearm and a repair truck there, so just park up next to them, we'll take the trucks to the planes, and it works just as good, better in my eyes. Now the carrier is fully functional. It's a bit bug at times, so you can send the elevator down there. If it doesn't work for you guys, move it or just rotate it on the editor and it should work. If not, move it somewhere else, etc, etc. I've got some weapon crates here because if someone's in the plane trying to shoot us, we've got some sort of retaliation. You can go low deck. I'll quickly show the hangar. You can go up deck as well. Now see, when we come in here, we read this thing and said under construction. Well, okay, let's read the sign, and ignored it. Only the other day I went, oh my god, I can actually go up here. It is quite bare, and it's a little bit buggy if you look out the windows, as you can see, especially this side. But you get some really, really awesome shots of the planes flying over, landing, taking off, etc. This skin, by the way, comes with that plane there, the F-18F, or yeah, it's the F version. Now, if you go down lower deck, you've got some stuff on this notice board here about the aircraft carrier and some random crap. Here's the hangar. You can put planes in here. I will show you how to. And you can, like you saw, you call the elevator down, but if you call the elevator down and the plane starts to sink through the floor, or if you've got the plane on the elevator, should we say, and you call it down or up and it starts sinking, make sure you've got a pistol, shoot it once, and it will fix its physics. That's how physics works. Now, say someone falls in and you ain't got a helicopter on board, or the armor's being armor and it's spagging out and they can't get in. If you come lower deck, request Zodiac. There it is. And all you do is you launch it. Now, it's really jumpy and buggy as hell, but it works. I won't go down there because I do not like to be next to big boats. It doesn't agree with me at all. Brain hates it. But all you do is you send it down. So say you don't care about that sort of stuff, you send it down, and you get in as driver as it's going, like being moved. I think you can do it from, if I fall in now, I'm going to cry. There we go. You can get in as driver from up here. To call it back, just bring it back roughly where it is now. Look at the boat, scroll about, and you'll see request pickup or something along those lines. These ropes will come back down. You just drive into them, and it will bring you back up. It's an awesome, awesome mod. and then you've got more rooms down there, like little offices, etc. This mod is insane. I really wish the creator of this mod would completely finish it, you know, add more features, finish up the ATC tower, just add some more stuff. I don't know what else he can add really. Maybe he can make it move, I don't know. But I wish he'd just finish it off, or she would finish it off. Now the resting cables do work, the catapults do work. I'll just quickly show you the catapults very quickly. I won't take off anything like that because no doubt if I try to take off and land it will go horrendously wrong and I'll just die. So all you do, oh, it's going down, roll up to catapult area, slow down, slow down, slow down, mouse wheel until you get the yellow writing, launch bar, there we go, and on you go. And then when it's ready, you'll see in a second, make sure you got full throttle afterburner on, otherwise it might not be a very good day. Once you're ready, you hit salute and away you go. So I'll show you that part. I didn't put afterburner on, this could be a bad day. No, I'm good. So when you land, we found out that if you land any faster than about 220, it will bug out. Now I don't know if this is for everyone, but it happened for us. If you land any faster than 220, your landing gear will be basically put away and then you're screwed. I don't know why, so when we land between 190 to 200 and it seems to be okay. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Next I will show you the editor. Right, here we are at the editor. Now this giant orange blob here is Armex. Looks weird, I know, but if you zoom in you can get some idea of how it laid out from when I just showed you basically. It's all laid out lovely to, you know, my perspective. But make sure when you come into editor, hit the textures thing on the right, because then it'll give you a good idea of where crap is. Don't rely on the lines. Well, there are no lines for this one, but don't rely on the lines. It'll give you a better understanding of where the hell you can place stuff. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you how to do one object. So say we want to place a A10. So all you do is just going to double click. Now make sure, now if I hit side here, I've got all this here, yeah? Now I want something called empty, because if I put blue 4 in, it's going to spawn NPCs in it and they're going to probably bugger off the plane. Don't want that. Now make sure when you go to control, hit non-playable. Now if you look here, empty is now there. Hit empty, so I want air, then I'm going to scroll to A10. Now you select the one you want. I want JDAM because I like the JDAM version. Now I'm going to leave the rest of this blank, hit OK, and there it is. And then obviously you can just drag it, put it where you want it. So say I want it right there, I want it there. Now if you want to rotate it, you hold left shift, click, and then away you go. That's it, pretty much. That's all I've done with every single item. You know, some of it's going to be not air. Say I want ammo. So here's all the ammo boxes. Armored cars. There's all the armored stuff. Normal cars, etc., 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 etc. Now some of them, say you download the Typhoon will not be in air. It would be under, for example, here we go, Royal Air Force, Typhoon. Luftwaffe, Typhoon. Australian Air Force, Typhoon. So if you download the mod and it's a plane and it's not in air, go, oh, it's not there, it doesn't work. Look somewhere else, it could be somewhere else. If it's not anywhere else, then yeah, it's not worked. You've done something wrong. Again, I'm not going to show you how to install mods, etc., etc., because they're very easy to do, and you just Google it once. Once you've done it once, you've done it a million times. If you want to delete just one item, all you do is you hover over it until it comes up with the item name, and just hit delete on your keyboard, and away it goes. Hit clear, it's going to get rid of everything. That's going to be a very bad day. So yeah, all I've done there is pretty much place everything in there, and the same on the carrier. But I'll show you the carrier in a second actually. So I'm going to show you something real quick. Now when you place a player, or say you want to be a player character, so say there's going to be 5 of you, just double click where you want to spawn, select men, but have blue 4 selected, or whatever. If you want to be op 4 or independent, have that. US, yep, have whatever you want. I've just lost US, there we go. And then men, engineer, but don't have it as player, have it as playable, because when you go into, when you make the game, should we say, or make the server, you have on the left hand side all the people you can be. Instead of just being spawned straight in, you can select who you want. Now you see we have these guys here to spawn down here in Armex. We have other people to spawn on the aircraft carrier, etc, etc. So you just hit playable and in it goes. And there he is. But for some reason it's linked to him and I don't like that. So what I tend to do is I'll just make the one guy like that. Oh, for God's sake, hang on. Put him over here. Make the one guy like that. And what I'll do is highlight him. Press Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. And all you do is you double click on them and hit playable. And you do that for the lot. Like so. It just makes them all completely independent, because if they're linked together like you just saw, so if I just did this, if I did that and you're playing a game of hide and seek in Armex, you know exactly where they are because they have a bloody big green triangle, effectively GPS marker saying, I'm here. So that's the way to make them independent. The spawn is a bit different. Now this is a pain in the ass. If you go into, once you've made your Armex, etc, yeah, you place a marker down. Place it wherever you want to spawn. All you do is you double click and put this in there, in the name. That's all you do, and hit OK. I will put that in the description of the video, but that's all you do. So once you've done that, this is probably the hardest part. So all you do is you go to your documents, you go to ArmA 2 other profiles, then you go into the file, the folder that is called, you know, your username. For me it'd be MotorSewer. So I'll go into that folder and you'll see a file called MPMissions. Now you go into there, and basically all you do is you go into the one that you've called it. So you'll find a file in there. So say it's called, I don't know, Armex test or assault on base. So that's what you call this server, should we say. You go into there and you'll see a mission notepad file. If it's not a notepad file, it'll just be like a wide file picture because you've not edited it before. But you don't actually need to touch that. But what you need to do is you need to create a new notepad, and I'll put my version in the description. So all you have to do is copy and paste. So all you do is you load up a notepad, copy and paste what I put in the description into there, and you save it as, I think it's description dot something. Again, I'll put that in the description because I can't remember off the top of my head. And then once you've done that, you save that and put that file next to that missions file in your, you know, the multiplayer folder, and that will basically allow it for you to spawn here. And it'll let you do some other stuff as well, which I'll put in there, like spawn with extra stuff like compass and map and that. The best way to test it though, to make sure you've done it right, is come back into game. So say you've got the same setup as this, run over here, throw a grenade or something, kill yourself, and if you spawn back here, success. If you haven't, you've done something wrong. I would recommend watching the video again and going in, or just asking in the comments, and I'll try my best to help you out. So that's pretty much Armex. It's all I've done. It's all, you know, it's, you just got to go through the sub files. If you want something specifically, you just got to try and find it. I mean, there are a bit of pain in the ass parts, like the Armex sign. As you see here, that the Armex sign in ArmA, in the editor even, it's just a bloody square with a question mark on it. So I'm like, oh, that's great. What way is it facing? So the best thing to do is just place it down somewhere, spawn somewhere close to it, or right next to it. Go into game. Now see, if you put too much stuff down, the preview button won't work. So you need to save it and then exit and then load it up as a game, should we say, then go in and have a quick look. Now see, the Armex sign for me is the, you know, upside down on the question mark. That's where the sign was facing, as you saw at the beginning of the video. So once you've done that, that's that basically. So if we go up to the Nimitz, because I said I'll show you real quick, you put the Nimitz in. So say you've downloaded the Nimitz. Now on the left hand side here, it's upside down because I've got it that way, but on it, you see D18, so that means deck, H7 hangar, I12. I think is interior. So basically if you want something to spawn on deck, it has to be a height of 18, hangar height of 17, etc. Now say the planes, or actually I'll take the tow trucks for example first. So the tow trucks, you have to put this code in, again I'll put it in the description, but you have to set it to 18. Now if I want it in a hangar, I would have to set that to 7. Yeah, 7, and then it was spawned on the hangar. See, on the outline of the Nimitz, everything in black is on the hangar. Anything in the red area is inside the, my mistake. Anything black is on the deck, anything red is in the hangar, and I is in like the offices and stuff. But the planes that have the wings folded up, it's this code here. Again, I'll put it in the description. So if I want this plane to spawn on deck with its wings folded up, I put this in. Now if I want it to spawn if I want that to spawn in the hangar, I change that 18 to 7. Hit OK, and now that is in the hangar. But I obviously don't want that because it's a faff trying. Well, it's not faff, but it's, you know, we just like to go up and just kill each other straight away. Same goes for the men, or the players, should we say. Same logic as spawning people as I've just showed you, but make sure again you've got that in. Now I've just put this add weapon binocular in there just so you spawn with binos. You know, we quite like binos at times, they come in handy. But it's the same with everything. The supply trucks, you got to put that code in. If you don't, they basically spawn in the water. It's bad times, it's a pain in the ass. We've put some men over here, so you know we can do carrier ops, taking out these tanks and men. We've got down here somewhere, zoom out, quick up. You know, we were in this castle, we can spawn this castle, and then we've got men coming up to the castle to try and kill us. To put enemies in, should we say, not enemy. All we do is what I do anyway, is go to groups, double click, op 4, Russia, infantry, or ArmA, tank platoon, and in they are. That's it. All you have to do. Sorry, it's my Skype again. And then place them wherever you want, really. I'm just going to delete these because it's bloody hard enough to try to do this area as it is. I think I've covered everything. Again, I'll try and put everything in the description as in code terms. I will try and put all the mods in the description as well. I will be sorry if I missed any. We have a lot. I mean, when I say we have a lot, we have an awful lot. So I will also put in the description, like I said, the codes. That was it. I will put description for the spawn, so you guys know what to put in that note pile. When you save, real quick, make sure, whatever you call it, make sure you go into here and hit export to mission, multiplayer missions. That way you'll be able to do a multiplayer game. Make sure you always save it like that. If you try to do that text file thing, this game will not be in that folder unless you save it like that. And also up here you can change the time, the date, and all this stuff, and have night missions. It's pretty cool. I think I've covered everything. Any questions, please ask in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.